Hey, greetings, friends. Jacque Howard here, and I'm with Robert Mejia from Stockton University. And specifically, we're going to talk about cannabis. But before we do that, I wanted to introduce you to him so that when you start seeing his face all over the place and you start thinking about cannabis and kind of do that correlation between the two, that you also understand it's education. So, Robert Mejia, please introduce yourself and show this cool shirt you got on too, by the way. Stockton strong.
There we go, representing today.
Yes, sir.
So my name is Rob Mejia, and I am a cannabis professor at Stockton University. And I also have a lot of other things that I do in the cannabis area. So I'm president of our Community Harvest, a cannabis education company. We offer a number of online classes. We do seminars. We do content for websites. We do cooking with cannabis demonstrations. Really, if you need to know anything about cannabis education, it's a very good place to start. I also wrote the Essential Cannabis book. I wrote the Essential Cannabis Journal. I am a correspondent for New Jersey Cannabis Insider. So I write roughly 2 to 3 columns a month under the heading of Professor Mejia's Weed Corner. in addition to that, I do have a background in brands and trademarks. And so I do work with a few cannabis artists, and I will be announcing a Jersey-based trademark within the next couple months, so stay tuned.
Awesome. Now, that is new. I had no idea about that. You can see why I'm giddy, though. So over the years, I had a chance to meet Rob on a couple of occasions and talk to him and see his work, his educational work. Briefly, talk about where we are in education at the university level regarding cannabis.
Sure. Well, I'm glad to say that the opportunities in cannabis education at universities have grown quite a bit since Stockton, who was the leader and the pioneer, started back in 2018. In fall, we offered a minor in cannabis studies. So we had 24 brave student ospreys who showed up. Right now, we have over 130.
Wow.
So a 500% growth in roughly 3 to 4 years. So we have tremendous interest from our students in these courses. But along the way, we've also seen a growth of a bunch of cannabis courses in continuing education departments. So most community colleges and four-year schools do offer online, self-paced cannabis education courses. And then we're also seeing an expansion of curriculum. So at Hudson County Community College in Jersey City, they are the first to offer an associate's degree in cannabis. So you can actually go there, you take 60 credits, you get your associate's degree, and it's in cannabis. Pretty amazing. And business management. Then also you have Rowan. Rowan is offering an MBA in cannabis business. They have an entrepreneurship program. So you literally could go to a community college, get your associates. You could finish up at Stockton, where soon we will have a major in cannabis. That is breaking news for you, by the way.
Wow.
And then on top of that, you could go over to Rowan and complete your MBA. So pretty amazing that all those options are available now.
Yeah, it really just hit me, Professor, that we're really on the ground level for the foundation of this industry and what it's going to look like. And it's so nice to hear that there's such a commitment to the education, to making sure that we're educating people and we're doing it at the same levels or maybe even more stringent than other industries. For folks who were just kind of experiencing, hey, I didn't know so much about cannabis. I like weed. I like this, I like that. I kind of want to get into it more. Is there anything in particular you kind of would like to steer them to?
Yeah, I would say you have to take a look at a couple things. One is take a look at what you've already accomplished in your life and where your interests are, and if you do have education in certain areas. And then your goal is really to pivot. So if you happen to be, let's say you have a bookkeeping degree, you need to get some cannabis education on top of that so that then you can work in the industry. But literally, you can almost take any profession, whether you've been in retail before, whether you've been in hospitality, whether you're a chef, and as long as you have cannabis knowledge, you can actually make a run in the cannabis business. So I would say give some thought as to who you are, what you like, what you want to contribute, where you want to end up in the industry, and then you have to get the education. And how do you do that? Well, you could be a traditional student. You could take continuing education programs on your own that are self-paced. You can read books. You can go to meet and greets. You can listen to all kinds of seminars. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we are having our quarterly seminar about the state of the New Jersey cannabis industry.
Oh, wow.
And I've invited 3 experts, and it's noon to 1. It is a free webinar. So if you want to know what happened in cannabis in New Jersey for last year. If you want to know what's going to happen with edibles, which will be announced on Friday. If you want to know about the 3 new classes of licenses, which are distribution, warehousing, and also delivery, we're going to cover all that tomorrow.
Professor Bob Mejia, Stockton State University. Thank you for your time. Remember, friends, it's always about justice, peace, and humility. Trenton Cannabis Community.